All right, so even though some of us are begrudgingly returning to the office, the remote work industry is here and it's going to continue to grow. And if you're looking to start your own business, you may need to think about it and have a focus on work from home first to build a competitive and really good workforce and to be attractive to potential talent out there. So that's what we're going to cover in this video. We're going to talk about some tools for a remote workforce or work from home team. So let's get started in this edition of The Grind. All right, it's really easy for your team to feel disconnected or isolated working from home and not talking to each other in person every day. So it's good when you have meetings to have webcams on so they can see there's a face behind that ClickUp task or that comment. Now, webcams are pretty cheap these days, but if it's not quite in the budget to buy everyone webcams, you can actually have people use their cell phones as webcams during calls. You can download XSplit VCam, XSplit Connect webcam. As long as the devices are on the same Wi-Fi network, it works as a camera. If you'd like more details, we have videos detailing this above. So having staff in different parts of the world can make it really tricky to coordinate meetings. So that's why it's good to have a calendar under a suite, so either Microsoft or Google Suite. So everyone has their personal calendars and they can choose to make them private or public so people can see different stuff. But also having just this general unified calendar, like this big, huge calendar, so you can mark certain dates like company-wide, all hands-on meetings, or people can post their vacation schedules or important deadlines, something that everyone can see and coordinate on, and make sure everyone has set their time zone correctly and set up their work hours as well, so you can see when different people are available. So another important thing for your team is to feel like a team, to build up camaraderie and trust with one another, and to have team building activities. So it would be nice for everyone to go out and grab and eat, chat together, but in the meantime, maybe they can play some games together. So games like Jackbox games are really good for this, or you can even use tools like Broadcaster to host games in your video chat like Pictionary or even a trivia night. Now, when you're a small business and all in the office together, things like task management software might not be needed because you're just kind of seeing each other and talking to each other. But when everyone's spread out, it's really important to have these things, having something like Notion, ClickUp, MeisterTask, Trello, whatever it is. It's good to have this unified project management software where you can assign tasks, leave comments, put up resources, basically keep everything unified and keep people tracking of how things are going and what people are working on. That way you don't double assign something because you didn't leave a note that this person was doing that. You can see it right then and there. There's different free and paid options, but generally even the most basic tier will work with a small team. All right, circling back to the beginning of the video, it's really nice to see your staff, but it's probably even more important to hear them during meetings. Again, your work from home staff means they could be working from anywhere. They could be at home, they could be at a cafe, they could be on the beach. Wherever they are, you need to be able to be sure to hear them, and you don't want to hear the background. So you don't have to invest a lot in this, but just buying a decent headset that will, be close to their mouth and make sure to pick up their voice, and it'll tremendously help being able to hear them rather than relying on a laptop microphone that has wind blowing by. So definitely pick up a headset. Again, you don't have to spend that much, and it'll help immeasurably during meetings. Now, of course, you're going to use chat or messaging within your organization, but it's really, really important to centralize this messaging in one place. So you don't want to hop between WhatsApp, Twitter DMs, Slack, Discord. You want one place where everyone messages for work. Now, you don't need to go with the paid option like Slack, but you probably want something with some basic features. So having a search function, having threaded comments, things like that can keep the conversation organized and reasonable. So again, if you can't afford Slack, I really recommend going with Discord. It has pretty much all those features. I know most people will think of it as a gaming app, but it can really do basically the same things that Slack can do. So that about wraps it up. There's a handful of tools to help your remote team work better, faster, and smarter. Now, if you have your own remote team or you're considering doing this, or you've had your own experiences, be sure to let us know in the comments. Let us know your recommendations. Let us know what problems you ran into. If you have any advice or recommendations or questions about what we talked about in this video, leave them all in the comments. We're happy to answer and help each other. Thanks again for watching. If this has been useful, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us. And see you on the next video.